Hey everybody, I'm Katie Blumquist,
I'm Kev Kyatt.
and we are the co-founders of the Nonprofit Entrepreneur Academy. And we know people always have lots of questions about what really is in our academy. So we thought we'd do a quick walkthrough so you have an idea of what to expect. Once you become a member and you log in, you will see there are five big sections here. There's a welcome video. We won't take you through that now, but that's just details on what more to expect and kind of things you need to know about being in the course. And at the bottom, you'll see monthly Q&A coaching calls. These are our whole group calls where once a month we can answer everyone's questions. People will save their questions from the lessons throughout the month. If you can't make it, you can email us those ahead of time. We'll address them during the call. We record it and we upload it here so you can still get all the information that you may have missed. Now Kev's going to walk you through what each section of the course looks like.
Okay, so it's broken down into three sections. This first one is get yourself ready. This is one of the key differences for Nonprofit Entrepreneur Academy is how to really start to think and behave like an entrepreneur. So it's actually a really brief section, and we're always trying to tell people not to skip it because they feel in many cases they've already done this stuff, but it's focusing on your why and your backstory, finding your superpowers, and then setting some terms, some constraints that are going to allow you to participate in the nonprofit sector for the long term, because it is an ultra marathon. So that's pretty straightforward to do. It's really useful. What we find is people skip that, they end up having to go back and do it anyway. So that's why we put it at the beginning. The second one is really where you start to get your nonprofit moving. As I said, as it's called, it doesn't matter whether you're a startup or you've been at a standstill for so long, this will gain you the momentum. So job one is just making sure you've got you're incorporated, you've got your mission statement. So that's quick. And then we do something we call crowdfinding. You've heard of crowdfunding. This is crowdfinding. And this is really about building your community. Without this, you can't get your nonprofit going. So we're talking about networking, getting your board sorted, and getting you started right in marketing and social media. And then we look at your programming. The discovery of what's actually needed in your community, making sure you're focusing on your impact and how you're going to deliver it, and getting to your first board meeting. And then finally, we look at starting your fundraising right, which is how to go about it, what to expect, what tech and tools to use, and getting a launch event. And all that will get your nonprofit moving. And then once you've done those, you get to this point where you can start to grow. And this is an exciting set of lessons. The first is knowing your value. This is clarifying the results that your program's getting, and then being able to identify that as a wow factor. What's really special about you? And then, of course, you start to develop your board and bring in new members. Then you can accelerate your crowdfunding, building your community, or we call it a support pyramid, and you take your networking to a strategic level and start to engage the media with press releases and so on. It's a good time to say that we've got loads of templates. Every lesson is a video and a worksheet. There's something to do to put that learning into practice very quickly. Then you go and start to be more sophisticated in the way that you listen and invite others to participate. You identify who your ideal donor is. You start to look at technology and donor funnels. You improve your storytelling, and you can start to reach out to sponsors and community supporters. And then finally, you take your fundraising to a strategic level by having a clear set of strategies and tactics and a development plan, and bringing that to a strategic board meeting. And then starting to look at what grants might look like as you start to grow and prove your worth. Yes. So that's a quick race through what it looks like.
And because this is a membership-based academy, we are able to keep the price at the very low cost of only $47 a month. Of course, you can always upgrade to VIP coaching. We have some packages for that. If you're interested, let us know. You can always start off here and upgrade to that later if you'd like, or vice versa. But these lessons, we're always adding new lessons, updating, because it is a living course. So you can always expect new material. Let us know if you have any questions.
Let us know. We'll look forward to hearing from you. Thanks, everyone.